So children, good morning everybody. Let us start the class. Today we are going to do the practice question of the workbook from the chapter fraction 1. Okay, so we are going to learn about equivalent fraction and its part. Okay, with the equivalent fraction we are going to arrange them, we are going to compare, and we are also going to add and subtract. Okay children, so let us start the class. So children, this is a what? A square, isn't it? And this square is divided into equal parts. How many equal parts are there? Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. How many equal parts? 9 equal parts. Now I have to write this figure in terms of fraction. Okay, now I'll write for shaded and unshaded parts. Now how many parts are shaded? 1 and 2, isn't it? So this part and this part is shaded. So why for the shaded part in terms of fraction, how will I write? I will write 2 by 9 because 2 parts are shaded out of 9. Okay, and for the unshaded parts, how many parts are unshaded? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 by 9 is unshaded part. This part is shaded and these parts are unshaded. Okay, so 7 plus 2 equals to 9. So it is divided into 9 equal parts. So in terms of fraction, I can write this in fraction for the shaded and unshaded part. Let us go to the next figure. This is a circle, and this circle is also again divided into how many equal parts? It is divided into 8. Okay, so let me count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. 8 equal parts. So what I have to do? I have to write in terms of fraction for the unshaded and shaded part. Now shaded part is how many? 5. So 5 by 8 for shaded and 3 by 8 for unshaded. Okay, so let us go to the next figure. So children, this figure you can see it's a circle, and this circle I have divided into 2 equal parts. One part is shaded and the another part is unshaded. Okay, so if I have to write in terms of fraction, what I will write for this part? This is shaded, isn't it? So 1 by 2. Okay, similarly for this part which is unshaded, it is also 1 by 2. Okay, so the 1 by 2 makes a whole. Okay, so it makes a whole 1. Okay, so let us go to the next figure. This is a triangle. Okay, so it has got many divisions. That means this figure has been divided into many equal parts. Now you can see white and pink color are used. That means white color is for the unshaded, represents unshaded, and pink color it is represents shaded part. Now how many equal parts are there? How many equal parts are there? So let me count. You also count from your side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So 16 equal parts. Now if I have to write for the pink part, okay, so how many pinks are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So out of 16, 8 parts are shaded pink. Okay, then and how many parts are remaining parts are unshaded? White. That means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Similarly 8. Okay, so 8 by 16 is same for both pink and white part for the shaded and unshaded part, which has been given in the figure triangle. Okay, that means it has got 16 division. So children, I have taken here a circle. Okay, this circle has got no division. That means I have not divided these circles into any number of equal parts. Okay, so the fraction is the same figure, no division. Now if you have to express numerically this figure, then how will you express it? So we know when a figure has no division, that means it is the complete figure, it represents the whole. Okay, so it is represented by 1, and what it is called as whole, WHOLE, whole. Okay, Now the same figure I have divided into two equal parts. Now if I have to express numerically, then the fraction of any one part if I take, then it is represented as 1 by 2, because two equal parts are there and I have divided into the figure I have divided into two equal parts, and from that one part I have expressed numerically. So this is known as half, H-A-L-F, half of the figure. Okay, the figure I have divided into half. So the same figure now I have divided into four equal parts. How many parts? 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, so 4 equal parts. Now if I have to express only this part in numericals, then I'll express as 1 by 4, isn't it? So out of 4 parts I have taken one part. This 1 by 4 is known as what? Quarter. Quarter. Okay, so we got whole, half and quarter. Okay, so this is quarter 1 by 4. Half is when you divide it into two equal parts, that is 1 by 2, and if the figure has got no division, that means you have not divided into any number of parts, then it represents the whole. Now this figure, look here, this figure, that 1 by 4 it has been taken. Okay, that means the figure is divided into 4 equal parts. Out of 4, one part has been removed, it's slightly removed from the circle. Now the remaining 3 by 4, okay, so the remaining 3 by 4 is known as what? The remaining 3 by 4 is divided, is the 3/4 of the figure. Okay, the remaining 3 by 4 is the 3/4 of the figure. Okay children, now this is the workbook of the practice question. Let us start the question. The first question is, check if the following fractions are equivalent. So we have to check whether the following fractions are equivalent or not. The question here is given 1 by 2 and 2 by 4. Okay, 1 by 2 we already know. Then this 2 by 4, this 2 by 4, if you reduced it, okay, if you reduced it, suppose I divide this number by 2, alright, because both are divisible by 2, then what I will get? 2 divided by 2 we will get 1, 4 divided by 2 will get 2. See, so 1 by 2, 1 by 2. Yes, they are equivalent. Okay children, now suppose there is another question given here, question number B, 2 by 3 and 4 by 5. Okay, now you can see directly that 2 by 3 cannot be equal to 4 by 5 because both are completely different number and it is not divisible also. So you can write the answer as no. Okay, no, it is not equivalent. Question number 2, find the missing numerators if the given fractions are equivalent. Now here the fractions are equivalent, but one number is missing, that is this numerator is missing. So how will you find out? Okay, so 2 by 3 is already given here. So what will come here, that when we reduce it we will get 2 by 3. Okay, so what can I write here? Can I write 6 by 9? Let us find out if the answer is correct or not. So 6 by 9 you divide it by 3. Okay, if you are taking a number to divide, both the numerator and the denominator should be equal. So what you got here, you got 2, because 3 if you divide 6 you'll get 2, 3 if you divide 9 you'll get 3. So 2 by 3 and 2 by 3. So what is the answer? The answer will be 6. Okay, let me take another example here. Question number B. Here also one numerator, 3 and 3 by 9. Now you have to find its equivalency and you have to find the equivalent already given. You have to find the numerator. So how will you find out? What will come here? You got here 3 by 9. What will come here? Can I write 1 by 3? Equals to 3 by 9. Is it correct? Let me reduce. Now this is the bigger number. Only the bigger number you can reduce it. Okay, so in the rough I'll do 3 you divide by 3, 9 you divide by 3. What you will get? 1 by 3. Okay, so here this is the answer will be 1 here. In this way, children, you can find the equivalent fraction. Similarly, question number 3 is given here. Find the missing denominator. Same process you can do. Okay. Again, I'll show you the denominator, how to do. Question number 3a I am doing. Okay. So 3 by 5 and 18 by this. So what will come here? 18 by what? Can I write 30? Okay. So 3 into 6 equals to 18. 5 into 6 equals to 30. Okay, you can find in this way also. Now if you multiply here, nothing is given. If you multiply with 3, no need to divide. If you think division is little difficult, you find it this way. 3 into 3 equals to 9. Similarly, 3 will come here equals to 3. That means the answer will be 1. Okay, similarly 2 by 3 and 6 by 9. 2 by 3 and equals to 6 by 9. Now we don't know this 6. Okay. So what you will multiply with 3, then you will get 9. So we know 3 into 3 equals to 9. Similarly, you multiply 3, 3 into 2 equals to 6. So if you think division is difficult, do multiplication in this way. No need to show, you do this in the rough or in your mind. Okay children, so let us go to the next question. Now question number 4 is given. Write any 4 pairs of equivalent fraction. Now you can write any 4 pairs of equivalent fraction. Now all these question number 1, 2 and 3 we got equivalent fraction or not. So I'll give only one example, the rest you have to do by yourself. Okay, so 1 by 9 and 2 by 18. I wrote one answer. Similarly B, C and D, you have to write the answer of your own. Now whether it is correct or not, so I'll see whether it is equivalent or 9 to the 18. Again, if I multiply into 2, I'll get 2. Okay, so no need to show this. This is just for your own. In the rough, you do like that. So 9 into 2 equals to 18. 1 into 2 equals to 2. Okay, children. So in this way, you have to find 4 pairs of equivalent fraction. One I have done. The rest of you have to do by yourself. Okay. Now, question number 5. Draw a shape and shade it to show the following equivalent fraction. Now you have to draw a shape and shade it to show that the following are equivalent fraction. Now what you will do here? First is given 6 by 10 and the next is given 3 by 5. Okay, so you do one thing, you can draw a rectangular bar. Okay, you can draw a rectangular bar divided into how many equal parts? 10 equal parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 10 equal parts. Okay. Now out of 10, how many parts I have to shed? 6. I'll shed 6 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. 6 parts are shaded. Okay. Similarly, I'll take the same rectangle of the same size. Okay children. But here I will divide into how many equal parts? 5 equal parts, because here the denominator is 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, then I'll shade 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, these two you can shade this side also. Okay, this figure I'll do again here. No need to do this, you do this figure. I'll divide it into 6 equal part. 10 equal parts. Then I will shade how many? 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now this is 3 by 5. This is 6 by 10. That means the fractions are equivalent in figure also. Children, don't do this. Okay, do this and this. So children, question number 6 is identify like fraction. Okay, so you have to do by yourself. I'll tell you what a like fraction. Again, like fractions are those fractions having same denominator. So out of this, you have to find out the you have to select which is the like fraction. Okay, so let us go to question number 7. Now what is given in the question number 7? A wooden block is divided into 35 equal parts. Out of this, 7 by 35 are used in making chairs, 19 by 35 are used in making tables, Express the part of the wooden block used for these two items together in one fraction. Okay, so wooden block is divided into how many equal parts? So 35. Out of 35, 7 by 35 and 19 by 35 are used for making chairs and tables. Now the first part of the question is that we have to express this in fraction now used for making the chairs and tables, and also find the fraction of the parts left. How much is used and how much is left we have to express in fraction. Now the statement I have written here is fraction used in making chairs. Okay, so 7 by 35 is used in making chairs. So I'll write 7 by 35. Fraction used in making tables. Okay, so 19 by 35. 19 by 35. So total fraction used. So how much is used is 2. Since same denominator, I can add, isn't it? So 7 by 35 plus 19 by 35. So what I will get here? I will get here 26. Okay. Now the next part of the question is also find the fraction of the parts left. So part of fraction left, how we can find? We know whatever is given to us, we can find what is remaining or left from the whole. Now how can we find the whole? We can find the whole in which the particular object is divided into. This particular object is divided into 35 equal parts. So the whole I can write as 35 by 35 minus 26 is used, okay, by 35. So how much I will get here? What will be the answer? The answer will be 9 by 35. So this much of the part of the wooden block is left. All right. Now question number 8 is given here. Question number 8, add. Okay, so add how it is given here. 13 by 90 plus 11 by 90 and 2 by 90 plus 1 by 90. So how will you do that? First you add these two. Okay, you will get one answer, isn't it? What answer you will get here? You will get, I think, most probably 24 by 90. Okay, then add these two answer. Then you will get 3 by 90. Then you add these two. Okay, so 24 and plus 3, how much you will get? Question number 8. So you will get 24 plus 3, 27. Sorry, this is 90 by 90. Okay, similarly this question also, it is here given only one single, 52 by 50 and 72 by 50 plus 7 by 50. Add these two, whatever answer you are getting, then add with this. Okay, the next question is compare the following like fraction. Here we have to compare it. Now which is bigger or which is smaller? Now same denominator, you just have to compare. So what I'll write the question again, 11 by 18 and 2 by 18. Okay, now which is bigger? Since both are like fraction, we can compare the numerator. 11 is bigger, so 11 by 18 is bigger than 2 by 18. Similarly, 21 by 116 is bigger than 19 by 116. So 19 by 116 is smaller. Okay, the rest you have to do by yourself. Question number 10, write two fractions such that one is more than the given fraction and the other is less than the given fraction. So you have to find fraction that one is more and the other is less. Question number 10. Okay, so 10 by 19 is given. So you can write any fraction which is bigger than 10. I can write 15. Okay, 15 by 19. Any fraction you write that is smaller than 10 by 19. So what I will write? I can write 9. 9 by 19. Okay, all right. Question number 11, you find out arrange the following fraction in ascending order. I'm not going to do this. 11 and 12 you have to do by yourself. Ascending means smaller to bigger, descending means bigger to smaller. So everything is like fraction here. Just compare the numerators and write in that order. Question number 13 also same. You just have to write what? Add. Okay, here here nothing is added given here, nothing, no joint fractions are given here, so you just add it. Okay, now let us go to the question number 14. Okay, question number 14 is given, write any 4 like fraction whose denominator is the greatest 2-digit number. Now what is the greatest 2-digit number? What is the what is the greatest two-digit number here. Now we know the greatest two-digit number is 99. So you have to write any fraction involving the greatest two-digit number. So I can write anything. I can write 11 by 99. I can write 23 by 99. These are just random numbers I am giving. Okay. Then I can write 45 by 99. Okay. Then I can write 91 by 99. So what has been main asked here? Greatest two-digit number should be the denominator. Okay. Now question number 15 is given. 23, subtract 23 by 24 from 23 by 24. Okay. So we have to what? Subtract here. Okay. So from this we have to subtract. So how will you find out? Okay. So I'll write this first. Both are same numbers. Okay. 23 by 24 minus 23 by 24. Alright. Common denominator 24. 23 minus 23 equals to 0. If the numerator is 0, then the fraction is also 0. Okay children. So in this way you can do fraction by this subtraction. Now one more question I will do here. Question number B. Same. Question number 15 is given. 110 divided by 206. You have to subtract from 143 by 206. Now which is bigger here? Which is bigger? We have to subtract this from this. That means this is bigger. So 143 by 206 minus 110 by 206. Now subtract it. How much you will get? Okay. So you subtract 143 minus 110. So 3 will come down, 4 minus 1, 3, 1 minus 1, 0. So I'll get 33 by 206. Okay, the next question is also 16, same. Subtract 14 by 112 from 2 by 112 plus 112 plus 100 by 112. So since it has been said that we have to subtract this from these two. So, but the plus sign is there. That means I will add these two, and whatever the answer I get, I will be subtracting this number. Okay. So let me find out the first one. 2 by 112 plus 112 by 112. So I'll get 114, 112. Now I'll subtract what? This 14. I'll subtract 14 by 112. Okay, so 114 minus 14 by 112. So what I'll get? 0, 0, 1. 100 by 112. 100 by 112. This is the answer. Now question number 17 is given here. Aditya wrote 9 by 41 of a story in January. He wrote some part of the story in February. He wrote the remaining 19 by 41 of the story in March. What part of the story did he write in February? So Aditya is writing a story, and the part he wrote in January and March, it is given here. Okay. But the what part he has written in February, we don't know. So we have to find out that one. So story wrote in January is how much? 9 by 41. Story wrote in March, 19 by 41. Total story wrote in January and March is, we have to find the total, isn't it? 9 by 41 plus 19 by 41. So what I'll get? 28. 28, isn't it? Then we have to find out what? We have to find out how much is left that is not written. Now the whole is what? 41 by 41, because it is divided into 41 equal parts, minus 28 by 41. Now what I will get here? 13 by 41. Is it correct? 13? Oh yeah, it's correct. Okay children. So in this way we can find the question like that. The next question is given, question number 18, find the missing fraction. Sorry. So I am doing question number B. Find the missing fraction. What will come here? So that if I subtract that particular fraction, then I'll get this answer. Okay. So what will come here? How can you find it? In the rough, you do like that. What is the number given here? 114 minus 31 you do. Then what I will get? 4 minus 1, 3. 11 minus 3, 8. Isn't it? So I'll write here 114 by 267 minus this number will come 83 by 267 equals to 31 by 267. Now if you think your answer is incorrect, let me check. 114 minus 83. So what I'll get? 1. 11 minus 3, 31. So I got 31. This is the answer. Okay children, so these are the question from the practice question of the workbook. In the next class we will be doing the remaining part of the questions. Out of all the topics that we have discussed today, I have taken 2 questions. Okay, I have made 2 questions, and these 2 questions you have to do by yourself. Okay, let me read out the question. The first question is, Sam has cut a wooden block into 25 equal parts. The fractions are 9 by 25, 3 by 25, 6, 1, 4 and 2 out of 25. Okay, now you have to arrange the fraction into ascending and descending order. Okay, the next question is, Bijay bought a bag of marbles and found that 9 of his 25 marbles were blue and the rest were red. Okay, what fraction of Bijay's marbles were blue and red? Which color marble did he have more? Okay, so you have to find out here the blue and red. And sorry children, I have written here rest. Here it should be red. Okay, the mark I have given here is red, not rest. Okay, so here you have to find out the blue and red marbles and which color did they have more. And the new words, not the new words, these words has been used continuously throughout the chapter. If you are doing fraction, this is very common. Whole, halves, quarter, like and unlike fraction. Okay children, so with this I conclude my video. In the next class we will be doing the remaining part of the question, that is of the fraction 1 practice question from the workbook. Alright, thank you and have a nice day.